Hey there, today I'm going to teach you how to draw a cartoon mouse. So what I'm going to start with is the eye, but with the eye I'm going to make him a little bit in a smiley pose. So I'm going to put the smile line in first. So at the bottom here, I'm just going to draw a curve just like that, okay? This is where the cheek is. And then around it, just tucked in behind it, I'll draw the eye. So one circle behind there, okay? And he'll be looking back at you, so I'll draw a smaller circle inside that for his pupil, and I'll draw a highlight to the top left corner of that circle, and I'll color in the rest. Right? And then from here, I'm going to draw the nose. So from here in the center of the circle, I'm going to come out towards the nose, and I'll stop right about there, okay? So this is the bridge of the nose. Right? From here, I'm going to draw the nose. So I'm going to draw sort of a grape shape, but it's going to be pointing sort of in this direction. So inside here, I'll just overlap on top and make it a little bit pointier at the front here, okay? And then just below this, I'm going to draw the mouth going up towards that smile line, okay? And tucked in behind this nose bridge is the other eye. So I'll draw an exact same size and shape of this eye just behind here, just like that, okay? So it gets tucked in behind. And then the pupil will be exactly the same, so same round circle just like that, with a highlight in the top corner, and I'll color in the rest black. Okay, so there we go. And then for the front, just below this mouth, I'm going to draw his teeth. So he's got two little teeth at the front, but I'm just going to draw it like one piece, okay? And then draw a line down the center, just like that. And then below this, I'm going to draw his bottom chin. So it'll just come in just like that, and just kind of follow the contour of his face. All right? Then from here, I'm just going to come down from here, down his neck to his belly. I'm coming out, and I'm just going to kind of end it off just like that, okay? Let's go back up to the head, and from here, I'm going to draw the back of the, actually I'm going to draw the eyebrows. So eyes will be a little bit fuzzy, so I'm going to come up and curl around. I'll come back towards the eye just a little bit, go back out again, in, out, and in. Okay, so it kind of makes it look like it's got sort of like a fuzzy, hairy upper eye up there. And then from here, I'm going to come down and stop just past that smile line. And this is where I'm going to start drawing in the ear. Okay, so from this point, I'm going to curl up. Okay, and then I'm going to come back down in sort of a circle. And then I'm going to come back up and just aim towards that line right there. All right? And from here, just a little bit further down, I'm going to draw a curve kind of like that. Okay, so this sort of shows the inner part of the ear. And then I'll draw one short curve out just like that. Okay? And then below this ear, I'm just going to tuck in the back of the neck. So I'm just going to draw a curve just like that. All right? And then this is where the arm is going to go. So just inside of that line, I'm going to draw a line that kind of comes out. Okay, so for the bicep or the back of the arm, and I'm going to curve back in. So this is where the forearm is going to go. Okay, and I come back up for the hand. So this is the palm of the hand. So now that I have three sides, I can sort of see where the arm is going to go. So here I'm going to draw the front of the upper arm, and I'm just going to do a little slight overlap here, and kind of taper in towards the wrist. Okay, and then from here I'm going to come out, and this is the top of the hand. Okay, so you can see the upper arm, forearm, and hand. And from here, I'm just going to draw a series of fingers. So it's going to kind of look like points, just like that. And I'll join up that top part of that hand, just like that. Okay, let's go back up to the head up here and to the eye. Let's just finish off the rest of the face. So just like I did here, I'm going to go in the opposite direction for the upper eye on this side. So 1, 2, 3 points, and I'll just come back and tuck that in behind that eye. All right? And then behind here somewhere is his other ear. So right about here, I'm just going to sort of mirror this part of the ear on this side, just like that. All right. So from here, I'm going to imagine this line from the back of the neck coming down and curving out. Okay? So imagine it's being tucked in behind that arm. Okay? And I'm going to come around just like so. Okay? So this is the back end here. I'm going to kick out his heel, just like that, for the curve. and I'll go straight across the bottom. Okay, now this is the bottom of this foot. I'm going to come around, up, and back down. I'm not going to connect it though, okay? And then sort of halfway up here, I'm going to draw the front of the leg, just like that. Okay? Now from this point, I can start drawing in his toes. So I'm going to draw in a curve, similar to this curve. I'll just draw 2 in just like that. Okay? And then for this belly, if you imagine this line coming down, I'm going to finish this off by just putting a slight line and a gap in between. Okay? You don't have to do this. You can actually finish it off. Well, actually, let me just show you. If you just finish that off, that's fine. But some people like to leave that open. And so just like this curve here, I'm going to draw that same line in here. Okay? And I'm going to mirror the same foot coming in like that. And then the bottom just slightly higher than the front. And I'll draw 2 lines for the toes again. And then for the tail, I'll start back here behind the knee and come up and around, just like that, like a backwards S. And I'll sort of taper that out. It gets thicker as we get towards the body. Okay? And from here, I'm just going to draw a couple lines. So 1, 2, kind of space them out, just like that. And then let's go to this hand here. So this arm, I'm going to have him holding a piece of cheese. So let's draw the upper arm like this to the forearm. Okay? And this is where his thumb is. Okay, so out and in. And I'll just do that. Okay? So let's draw the rest of the forearm, tapers in towards the wrist. Okay? And I'll just do the outer part of the hand here. Okay? And then from here, I'm just going to tuck a piece of cheese just inside his hand. So starting here, I'm going to come around like this, like a curve, just like that. Okay? And I'm going to sort of pick a center point and pick a point out here for the center of the cheese. I'm going to go out towards that point. I'll connect this point here like that. Let's finish off this hand here. And then a little bit of perspective on this cheese. I'll do 2 short lines like that. And then connect that line like so. And we'll make it Swiss. We'll put a couple dots or circles inside. Just like that. And there we have it. There is our mouse eating cheese. Thanks for watching.